All the pores in the audience. The pores. All the pores. Did you eat today? Pores. We had this huge interview, and I knew it was going to be a big one. I'm so glad that it dropped. Check this out. Almost 500,000. Look at that right there. Booyah. Almost 500,000, dude. What? Be sure and go check out right there on this website. That hit from half a million. Heifer. That heifer got 500,000. Me and Gerald over here on Steven Crowder, baby. Right here. Look at that. Boom. Now, Peoples was making fun of my outfit, which is okay. You're allowed to roast me. Because when I sat in that, you sink into that chair, right? You sink into it, and it always just makes my jacket go like this. But the reason I bring it up is because I thought I looked pretty smooth that day. But then the comments were roasting my jacket being buttoned, which I thought was funny. But the funniest comment was another dude saying to all the other dudes roasting the jacket, like, are you dudes or chicks? Dudes don't roast fashion unless you're Skittles. I thought that was funny. But anyway, let's get this to 500,000. If he gets to 500,000, then they're like, okay, he gets an audience. People want to hear him talk. So you guys got to help me out. Everybody says, go on this show, go on that. You got to help me get on the shows, man. If I just DM somebody and say, let me come on your show, please, please, I look pathetic. The only way to get on shows is y'all in the comments saying, let this hot ass wigger on your show. It's Wigger Winter, and Jay Dyer is the emperor of Wigxanthium. Get him on. That's how I'm gonna get on PBD. Old Scam Shamoon. Dude, I ain't fat. What the fuck you talking about? Ain't no fat. There's no fat here, dude. It's literally because I'm sunk down in the chair, dude.
Weird stuff. This is, upper.
This is a shirt underneath a jacket. And if I'm standing up, the jacket looks fine. It's because I'm slinked down in a chair, dummy.
I mean, the Catholic eventually.
Anyways, there was something else I was going to say. I forgot what it was. Oh, this was cool. You think I'm fat? Dude, look at this. I don't want to ding the copyright. Oh, look at that. See me standing up? It's svelte, dude. There's no fat. Look at that. Straight svelte, zero fat. It's just because of sitting in these stupid podcast chairs, you look like you're all slumped over and chunky. It's not true. It's beautiful. Let me see if I can find another clip to prove my point. Where are we at? Oh, that's somebody else's profile. Oh, dang it. But to move on to the next point, yes, we had an awesome time hanging out with Kat Von D. When you meet a famous person, you're kind of like, what's the appropriate etiquette? I don't know. You never know what the appropriate etiquette is for pictures and posting on social media. And it's just a nightmare to try because everybody's different. You talk to one person, they're like, don't take a picture with me. Don't put this up. And then the next person's like, why didn't you put up more pictures? Why don't we take more pictures? I don't know. Everybody's got these different standards, and like, it's just, who knows? You can't keep up with it. But we were invited over to Kat Von D's house. We had a great time. She was awesome. She was really fun, funny, serious about Orthodox. She was really cool, very hospitable, very smart, very business savvy. And she was like, let's take let's do something weird. We're gonna swipe the camera and be weird. Okay, well, I can do that. And Jamie, I thought this was cool. She looks over at me. But look at that. Look at this. No, there's no fat. It's all svelte and beautiful. Hot cop, totally. And then this is Kate from Dirt Poor Robins with Kat Von D's hairless Sphinx cat, which that thing was an interesting creature. And then Neil doing the piece. So it went from punch to piece, which I didn't even catch that at the time. But yes, we had a great time. She was very hospitable. Kat Von D allowed us to stay the night in her Tim Burton mansion, which was crazy. It's awesome. It's like out of a Tim Burton movie. It's like Edward Scissorhands come to life, dude. Every room is like this wild. Well, let me show you. Now, this is her previous house, but it will give you an idea of what we're talking about here. I've never been to a person's house that was, this was like, whoa, dude, this is wow.
In 2021, Kat Von D announced she would be closing her famous tattoo parlor in Los Angeles after 14 years and moving to Indiana for a quieter life with her husband, Raphael.
Now, we didn't get to meet Raphael yet. He had to go do a video, but so we went to her house, right? But I want you to see the previous house because it's basically like it's crazy, dude. Like in a fun way, right? It's like a movie come to life. That's what I'm trying to say, right? So this is the exterior of this house that was in Cheaper by the Dozen or something. We're gonna get to the false union with Rome tomorrow, probably, or whatever, because tonight I wanted to finally I owed everybody the part 2 of this. So we did Stranger Things. That was my joke, dude, on Twitter. I thought I had a zinger. I said, dude, Stranger Things went so gay, they're gonna have to call it Stranger's Thing. Now, give you an idea of her architectural tastes, which are interesting. So she turned that pool into a red pool. It looks like a Purplesaurus Rex pool. Like the Kool-Aid man's gonna bust out of there, right? Look at that, dude. That's crazy. Now, this is the old house, but I'm saying this gives you an idea of what the new house was like. Victorian bed, but the new house is way more Gothic, dude. It's like straight up. Yeah, it looks like this. Like, whoa, dude. Where am I? What world am I in? Am I tripping acid and watching Edward Scissorhands right now? What's happening? Now, look at that library, dude. That looks like a library on the Black Pearl. Like if the Black Pearl had a library, dude. That looks crazy. Look at that. That looks pretty awesome. Now, the new house is still in progress. Anyway, you get the idea, right? So the new house looks like that from the outside. It's crazy, dude. Anyway, she was very cool, very hospitable. We went to church the next day. Neil and Kate came. It was a lot of fun. And she was kind enough to, because she didn't have to do it. Okay, she has a massive Instagram. She's got 10 million followers on Instagram. And then she put us up here on her Instagram right here, right? By the way, I didn't actually think she was going to do this. I thought when she was saying, oh, let's film a little reel, I was like, okay, for what? I did not think she was going to put this on her Instagram. Like, I was like, what? Oh, okay. Dang. But there's her cat right there. See that cat? That's her with Stephen Baldwin too, by the way. And he was just on Jamie Kennedy too, not too long ago. But she put this on Instagram, dude. It's already had 500,000 views, dude. I was like, dang, I did not expect that. So shout out to her, dude. And none of this would have happened either if we hadn't been invited by Neil and Kate. Not Kate plus 8. Neil and Kate from Dirt Poor Robins. And they were kind enough to let us fly up there with them. So it was cool. So here we are, full drug lord, full Tony Montana, full Scarface, you know, on a damn jet, loading up kilos, right? We had a blast, dude. It was crazy. It was crazy, bro. Dude, look at that. I mean, it was just, I feel like I feel like I've been in an acid trip maybe the last 10 years. I don't even know what's going on, dude. I'm starting to wonder, like, what's even real. I did not think I would, oh, you're going to fly over here with these people, and then, oh, then we'll go up to Kat Von D's Tim Burton mansion. Like, what dimension is this, dude? What the heck is going on? This is crazy, dude. But anyway, she was really cool. Now, there might be perhaps a podcast in the future. We'll see. I'm a little nervous because I feel like what I talk about is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it's still perceived by a lot of people as crazy. Not her. I think she likes what we talk about for sure. But you know what I mean? I'm just kind of like, do I want to? Is what I talk about too crazy? I don't know. We'll see. But there might be a podcast. So who knows? We'll see. We'll see. Argus, $10. Thank you for shits and giggles. That's the kind of that's the vibe I like. Austin, forget AI. We got JI. That's it. There we go. You got a living JI. You got J intelligence. JI. You don't need gay eye. True 41C. Mr. Dyer, like, when are we going to get to the totally serious part? This is it, dude. I hope you enjoyed it. The Cheap Chimp, $10. This is for Jay's Bitcoin Boomer Running Man future. I actually like the new Running Man. I'm probably alone in that. I mean, there's a little bit of, you know, Stephen King nonsense in it, but I thought it was a fun redo update. I mean, I like both Running Mans. So I had a good time. Jay about to blow up, act like he don't know nobody. I'm going to go full Jody High Roller. Josiah Aliron gifted memberships. Thank you so much. By the way, we passed 1,000 memberships on YouTube. Thank you guys. That's awesome. I think we're up to like 1,030 or 40. Much appreciated, y'all. Also, by the way, Noah Kat Von D did not pay me to like promote her. She doesn't, I don't have a big enough audience that would have even do anything anyway, but I do like her music. So I've been listening to quite a bit of her music recently since we went to meet her, obviously, but it's the vibe that we do around here. It's like dark synth. I like that stuff. So probably I'm guessing the most successful of the recent songs is the Vampire Love song. Very catchy, you know, synth pop vibe. I like that one. And then the other one that I liked immediately was the Set Myself on Fire one. That's got a very kind of Nine Inch Nails-y kind of dark synth thing going. Anyway, you get the idea. If you like the type of music that you hear on my channel, you will be, I think, impressed with her music, and I think you'll enjoy it. I've been listening to quite a bit of it lately. And no, again, I was not offered any payment to promote or anything like that. Program Johnny, $2. Where do you recommend buying Orthodox icons? Uncut Mountain. BCJ, $5. Jay, are you still backed up on book shipments? I ordered a book a few weeks ago, bro. That's soon. We are. So there's about 400 plus, and we're over 200 of them. So we've gotten through one half. We are through over. I can't figure out how to say this. We have done more than one half of the 400. So we got about 170 to go. So it's just me and Jamie though. Like I don't got a shipping department. except for the boomers slaves that live in the basement. That's a joke. So you're gonna get your books, I promise. Augie Miller, $10. Wait, AU Wingom Miller. What the heck of a name is that? $10. You look like the guy who turns his shoes into sandals. Boom, roasted. Dang, dude, it's getting hot in here. Y'all are roasting me with these freaking. This is the kind of jokes that like a 6-year-old kid tells at dinner that everybody laughs at. ZTV member, what's up? Y'all $10. You look like a 70 star cast from Super Troopers. Wait, you look like a 70 star. The cast from Super Troopers had a baby. Boom, roasted. Y'all's jokes are weird as hell, dude. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Jamie's in there cracking up. Like, I think the weirdness of the roasting is you get points just because it's weird as hell and I have no idea what you're talking about. That's a unique way to roast people. Just say some weird shit. They have no idea what you're talking about. And be like, then they go home thinking about what you said. Like, man, did that dude just say total gibberish? Or did he like roast me in some high tier way I don't even understand? That's kind of genius, actually. BC, no. Jonathan Kelly, $5. You're not covering real conspiracies. You need to get Jamie Kennedy on to talk about the air conditioning conspiracy. That was a funny clip. I saw that. Dad, air conditioning. Funny story. Jamie Kennedy messaged me today and he goes, dude, do you know the Phoenix guy? And I'm like, the Phoenix guy? What are you talking about? And I couldn't figure out who he's talking about. He's like, here, I'll show you the profile. And he sends me the profile of a dude from like a Netflix executive or somebody. And he's like, this guy says he knows you. And I'm like, I don't know anybody that works at Netflix. What the heck is he talking about? And then I realized, oh, he's talking about the black Jay Dyer that writes screenplays, right? So Jamie Kennedy thought this guy was talking about, you're not the black guy, right? The black. By the way, there was one time a conspiracy theory lunatic. I'm not kidding. This guy, right? The black dude. So Jamie Kennedy thought that the guy he was talking to was talking about me. And he was talking about this guy who writes shows for Netflix. I wish I could have heard this conversation because it sounds like it would have been, like you could hear Jamie Kennedy be like, oh, yeah. He works with Alex Jones. They'd be like, no, this black guy does not work with Alex Jones. So there was a conspiracy theorist lunatic years ago. I kid you not. Oh, you guys can't even see the face, right? You could already see where conspiracy lunatics would take this, right? There was a conspiracy theory lunatic dude. Forget his name. He used to write for Miami Vice. I kid you not. In the 80s, he was a writer on Miami Vice. I forget this guy's name. Alan something. Anyway, he was exposing everyone in the conspiracy world as, controlled shills, of course, because every conspiracy theorist has to expose everyone else as a controlled shill psyop, right? And his proof, kid you not, that I was a fake shill was this. So in his mind, somehow that is actually me. So that is another reason why I have 25 inward passes and I am a black man. Maybe his name is Alan something. I can't remember his name. But it's an actual conspiracy guy who literally tried to say that I'm a Hollywood shill because I'm that guy. I kid you not. It was full schizo, dude. Full schizo. Snoiler Shart, $5. I watched Zootopia too. It was dripping with esoteric symbolism. It's tied to the Rothschilds and Freemasonry. Zootopia is about Judaism. What? I mean, I've never seen Zootopia, but okay. H. Brazzi, $5. You're getting epistemically roasted. Oh, shit. This is high tier stuff. Not everybody gets it. Okay. All Wing Miller, $5. Jay is the kind of guy to sniff it. Is he talking about cocaine or farts? I have no idea what you're talking about. Iron X, $5. I like the Beach Noir playlist. Beach Noir? Oh, you mean the that stupid AI song? Yeah, I found something that might fit your vibe. Look up Corporate Dreams. I've listened to that. Yeah, I've listened to Corporate Dreams a bunch. The only reason I played that beach one was because it had a James Bond vibe, and I couldn't find any royalty-free stuff that sounded cool that had that. That's why I played that. But like, this is good. By the way, the Nine Inch Nails soundtrack for Tron Ares was awesome. Dystopian Ranger, $5. I bet Black J Dyer has a better live stream. Shit, this is Black J Dyer's live stream, dummy. Alula, $10. What's up, Wang Haf? I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Well, my family ended up sick, so it worked out that we were not going to be able to be back with family for Thanksgiving, and then we went with our friends to Thanksgiving, and then that ended up being over with Kat Von D. So it was just crazy Thanksgiving, but we had a blast. This you'll never forget this Thanksgiving for sure. Thank you though, Alula. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving as well. Hades Undead, $6.07. 6-7.